Cool. Sherry should be live now. So, welcome back, people. I think we should start with the pull requests again because we've got quite a few of them.
Yep.
Opened up.
Have you got no video, Kev?
I've got what?
You've got
no video.
I've got no video.
Yeah, no picture.
Can't see you.
One second. Oh, there we go. I'm on. Hey, you can see me. You can see my ugly face. So I know David's been creating a few issues on.
Yep.
This is actually the one we've had.
York Code Dojo.
Organization anyway. So York Code Dojo one. On the actual GitHub page. So I've got a few which are labeled now as good first time issues. And just before we went live, we were just talking with Colin as well about people who can pick these up and try them out themselves. And they should be fairly simple. There's also a lot of them are quite similar code to what's already there. So you should be able to write a test.
Oh no, he's frozen again.
Yep, he crashed. He's still logged in Slack.
It'll flick in a minute and it'll be, yeah, his phone might be, or someone might logged in on Slack, mightn't it? It'll pass host. When it finally cut out, it passed me the host last time.
Okay.
Yeah, that Pythag, that distance was interesting because I thought, I know that's what it's supposed to do. Do we actually know it does that?
Yeah.
We don't know because we haven't seen it do it because the game doesn't play for long enough in that mode to actually see it. So I ended up pulling the arcade machine and just went through the debugger to try and find the bit that switched it. Oh, it's back.
Right. I don't know.
Crash.
I don't know. My internet's like dropped out, so I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, so I just went through on the debugger, found the bit that I think I found the bit that switched them from scatter mode to chase mode.
Okay,
Just locked it down, so just left them in scatter.
Yeah.
And of course, once they're off in scatter for like 10 seconds, off, there they are going around those corners. I thought, oh, it does do that. It took me a bit of time to find to actually lock it down.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Have you ever used MAME? I was just playing on MAME.
No.
It's got debugger on it and everything. It's quality, so you can just fire up the arcade machine straight in debug mode.
Right. Okay.
And you can see all the memory whilst it's running.
Yeah.
You can see all the code as it's going past. You can pause it. You can step it by vsync as well. So you can just say run to next vsync.
Yeah.
So you see what it's doing. And then you can do a memory compare. So you get it to take a map of the memory, run one vsync, and ask it to compare with what was going before. And it keeps hold of all the things which have changed. And then you can say eliminate everything that's equal, eliminate everything that's greater than, less than, or anything like that. So if you want to know where the infinite lives are, you can lock it down by working out which byte has gone down by 1 at the point when you die.
Ah, clever. Yeah.
It's quite nice. They've done a good job of it. Well, I mean, it's been around for years, but I don't recall having the debugger on it and stuff last time I played on it.
Oh, I don't know how well we got to before. Like when
We were just about to look at the pull requests.
Oh, you didn't hear me open it up and show you anybody?
Nope. No, we didn't.
Excellent. Cool. Yeah. So we've David's gone through and kind of I think Peter's come through as well and created some issues on here, and we've got some more labeled like good first time issue. And we were just talking just before we kind of went live with Colin, and that these would be good for people kind of who are getting to grips with like C# and want to kind of help out. So we'll probably just leave these around, I think, in case people want to try them out. A lot of the code is quite similar to the current code that we've got, so it should be quite easy to just kind of copy the similar pattern and kind of plumb it in. But we also have some pull requests outstanding from the previous session. So should we go bottom?
Yeah, bottom up.
Bottom up here. So map layout uses a corner rather than blinkies for play area calculation.
Yeah, when we moved him into the correct place, what he was doing was immediately moving down, at which point he sat on a wall. And of course, the render engine needs him to be sat in the play area to work out what's the play area. Of course, he's sat on the ghost door, which is technically a wall.
Okay.
So I thought, well, let's stop using Blinky. Let's start at the corner of the board and keep going until we hit a corner. And we know the inside edge of the first corner we hit must be play area.
Okay.
So as long as we don't write some really convoluted board that fools it,
Yeah,
it should be all right.
Yeah, that seems all right, to be fair. Let's merge that straight in.
It took me a while to find it because I did it after last session. Last session was a bit long already. I'd still done a full day of work beforehand. I was a bit frazzled by that point.
Yeah, the sessions have been getting longer and longer. I've just been noticing some time. We started at like, I think it was 2 hours, and then under 2 hours, and now they're getting to 4 hours.
That's it.
So this is another one. What David was abstracting out the board definition into a text file.
yes.
So, shall
Yeah, so board.txt is now contains the board layout, and then if you scroll down, yeah, so I cut it out where it was in the code, and then added a new method to game settings loader called load for file, which takes in a file name. Yeah, so it takes the file name in, reads the contents of the file, and then calls the previous load method.
Yeah.
And then I added some tests somewhere. Yeah, so in the test solution, there's another file called simple test board, just to test out the load for file method.
Yeah.
And so the only thing, yeah, that's simple. The only thing I don't like about this is the load method now is only public, so we can use it in tests, if that makes sense. Just scroll down.
This one.
Yeah, so we got some tests that call load directly.
Yeah.
And it's just whether or not we're happy with that, I guess.
All right, so you're saying sometimes we throw out an ASCII board, where sometimes just for the testing.
Yeah.
But we test it individually. We test that.
Yeah.
Load the file from disk, and we're just using this as a way to expose kind of building up a game settings object, aren't we? So I think that's fine.
Okay.
You could call it load for test.
Yeah, but then it's part of the implementation, isn't it? That's like
Yeah.
And because this is already calling it, it's just an overload to it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a terrible API design to have a, one that takes the string and one that takes the file name anyway. But yeah, I did wonder whether maybe you should just take a stream or have some sort of board source or something, but that would just seem quite complicated.
Yeah, I think for what it is, I think that's fine for it. At the moment, I think
you end up making the test more complicated to actually get a board into there.
Yeah,
right. You'd end up with like something that wraps a string, and so to go to create a stream, and then you just abstract that away into like some tests.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but I think it's fine. I think if we wasn't loading it as a string there and having it as a stream and reading it as a stream by byte, then again, it's just read it all anyway. But then again, it would be a bit more memory optimized than just throwing a big chunk of string at it. But yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's not a big massive issue, is it? So yeah, that's the vegetarian. Green ticks out, I think, which is great. Use alternative distance calculation.
Yeah, so this was the fix based on Peter's suggestion about why the ghosts weren't correctly going to their corners. And so previously we were working out the distance to the corner has just been the difference in X plus the difference in Y. And now we do the square of the difference in X plus the difference in Y. Or the square of the difference in Y.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Does that work proper?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I did the same and it worked properly. And then I did that other little quirky one where I did it again and I said, because there's absolutely no way on the original code that they used math power.
Yeah. Yes.
So I thought it through and I thought, well, what's it actually doing? What point as you go around? I thought, well, it's once you get to the diagonal, it's once you switch from being further in one direction to the other direction. So I thought all it really needs is to check which way it's further, whether it's further X or further Y, and use that as the distance. And that actually works as well.
Yeah.
Which is
so if it was like two across, but 4 up, you go up first.
Yes.
So,
yeah, because the 4 is far more. Because if you did it in a triangle, do it in Pythagoras, moving that little bit gets you no closer, whereas moving one step up gets you a lot closer. Even though as using the method of going in squares is the same distance, you're a lot closer. But either works. I'm happy with it being most of the standards Pythagoras.
Yeah, to be fair, like as long as it like kind of works the same, it's fine. I think even if you built it so it went round and round in circles after it got to the point, then that'd been fine. I think.
Yeah.
Yes. So this one was just based on that idea when we discovered that their home locations are actually off the board. So originally we'd set them to be the corners, but actually they should be sort of above and to the left and so on. Yeah. And so this is just one attempt at doing that. So I tacked on that sort of you can't quite see it. It's truncated the file, isn't it?
No, it's just below. It's where the comments is.
Oh yeah, it's below it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So it's I've added in the 4 locations, and then some code that passed that further down. But then, as Kevin then suggested, maybe we're better off just having a blob of JSON, so we don't need to write a parser.
Yeah, there's like I suppose there's like a couple of things. What I think I talked about this, like having some blob of JSON is more industry standard. People know what it is, and they can Google it, etc.
Whereas that's
the downside to it, it's slower, less inefficient, but at the same time, like
we're only going to run it once.
It's going to load the board once, isn't it? Yeah. So it's a bit pointless. It's like I feel like it's better if we actually had it as just standard JSON using like system.text.json to just load it.
Yeah, I mean, ideally the whole file would be JSON, so the board would be a property in the JSON as well.
Well, I think it's quite nice to actually have the board as a flat thing, not actually an object. But then when it gets to this line,
okay, then
it just reads JSON blocks. So it could be like that's a bit of JSON configuration. Next bit of JSON configuration. Next one.
From what they've said, it wouldn't be hard just to start the JSON at the top of the file and just put the board equal.
Yeah, but then you'd have to have a body, main body, and then you have to have board colon. As that is just nice and flat, isn't it? That's something you can see that quite easily, and it's quite easy to draw if you just like type in a notepad or whatever. And then these don't have to be all a JSON, one JSON block. They can just be individual JSON per line.
Yeah,
or something. Yeah. And it's not much that bigger as like the text, but I suppose the thing is it works. I suppose.
That's it.
It's just that we just end up with loads more bespoke code to kind of parse it out, even though this will be more efficient code because it's a bespoke language, isn't it?
Yeah.
Interestingly, even without checking in the changes to do with the new home locations, the ghosts still go to the corners, okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they do. Oh, that's what I found. It doesn't actually matter.
No.
I don't know whether Blinky goes round a different way to how he goes around the arcade machine.
Oh, okay.
He may go clockwise rather than anti-clockwise. I don't know. I haven't. It was something I noticed on the drawing. I thought, it's not going around the same way. Does he go the other way? Or is it that someone's just drawn it like that? You can always put in an issue for that, Jason, and then someone can pick it up and tidy it up in.
Yeah, true.
And,
it's a good example of how to use span, though.
yeah. Because you're parsing something, because it's kind of quite a good use case.
Yeah.
I've also noticed. I mean, when you die, they don't scatter. Having played the arcade machine again the other day.
Oh,
When you die,
yeah.
the game just stops, everything disappears, and they all go back to the ghost house.
Oh, do they? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we can
Scatter
sort
is
out.
only something. Scatter is only something that when they come out of the ghost house, they're in scatter mode. Then they switch into chase for 7 seconds, and then they go back to scatter. When you die, it's because I thought when you die they wander off so you can then reappear back in the middle.
Yeah.
But they don't. They just go.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to think about that.
Okay, I'm gonna go play one, which is not Google one.
Is that the original one though?
So many adverts. I don't know. See what happens when you're down here. Oh, I can't even turn up. Oh, I can. No. Hi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Get back.
So it just resets them. So when. Oh, yeah,
So we
it
don't
just
need the respawning mode then, do
Well, you'll need a respawn of. It's whether you put the respawn as part of the game.
I suppose, like, at this point, you're dying.
Yeah, because you
then
need
respawning and then starting again.
Yeah,
right? Yeah, so I suppose these are like some distinct.
Yeah, so during respawning, the ghosts disappear.
Like dying.
Yes, the ghosts disappear.
Respawning.
So there's a dying mode. Dying mode sits doing nothing. Everything pauses whilst you're dying.
Yeah.
You, on the PacMan, you peel apart, and the sprites are in for peeling apart, and then it goes back to the beginning. So we could, call it dying. Well, we can leave it as respawning, can't we?
Yeah.
And then after respawning, reset it.
Should we measure 10 now?
It's up to you, or we can leave it open and do it differently.
Well, I suppose it works, doesn't it? So might as well.
Okay.
Have we not picked up that the board's changed? I thought we merged the other one in. Is this the same board.txt?
It's a branch off the other one. I did.
Yeah, but this says it's merged into master, so the other one's merged into master, so they should know the diff of it.
Okay.
IX is saying every line. Has it got any red ones to say that they're taking anything out?
No. It just says it's the.
Is it just because you've merged it with? Because it did this with mine the other day, didn't we? Where have you done one of the updates and then done your second branch from that and then PR'd the whole lot?
Yeah, but that should be fine. So once one's merged in,
yeah,
it should know.
You should drop the. It's changed. It doesn't. It did that to me the other day. That it said that I was pushing all the same changes again.
Merged master from there. Yeah, that's weird. Because you're not really changing that many changes.
No.
Unless it's because I wonder if we
look at the commits on it.
Yeah, I've seen this happen on Azure DevOps as well.
Yeah.
So sometimes it works fine, and other times, yeah, you just see everything, and it's really annoying when you're doing it.
If you do a branch and then do a pull request from that branch, and then do a bit more work on it, and do another pull request.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's like
it seems to be because it wasn't in line with it was still in front of master.
Yeah.
But but now it's worked, so it's got the changes. Why do we have some of the things missing?
I thought I'd fix that. It's because when I was testing it, I had to move the ghosts, because otherwise all they do is go straight into their home and never go to the corner.
You moved them around to test them, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to do the same. Bring them out, totally.
Yeah.
We can just fix them back there.
Weird.
So I thought I pushed that board a second time with the correction in. Because I thought I'd pushed it with it wrong and then pushed it a second time to.
So that's line 6.
Line 6, yeah.
No, it's not that. Go
I was in the, yeah, it's in
Oh,
the,
that's not it.
well.
That's not it.
Yeah, it's the board.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
I was thinking about our direction offset structure we were talking about.
Yeah.
Is that not just a velocity?
Don't know. I can't remember where we got to with it.
It was like it had a difference in x, and it was like offset x and offset y.
Yeah, so it's like a vector, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just whether you when you start multiplying them and things like that. Like I said, if you times 1 by 2 and then divide it by 2, if you take up and then times it by 2, you've obviously got up 2 squares. If you divide it by 2, is that up again, or is that just a completely different vector that moves up?
I see what you mean. Yeah.
And you go, is the direction up afterwards? So do we put it in a struct so it can do a full comparison, or do we have to do comparators for the equivalents for class?
Because I was sort of thinking it would mean if you times it by 2,
then
it means that you're moving up 2 in every tick. So it's sort of velocity.
That's it. But because we've got up defined, then I thought if we use, not that we'll do it because we won't ever do that bit of code, but is it something that we should do if we actually generate that? Should we actually make it work properly? Got them all done.
Yeah, that's everything.
Cool.
Merged in. So that means
should we run it first?
Just check it still works. Should still work. Here we are. You got eaten.
Now get around, he'll go off.
The other two get stuck. Yeah, look at that.
That's pretty cool. So I think we should kind of try to concentrate on, I think when we discussed on Slack, we should concentrate on trying to make it a more playable game. And obviously this is less playable because you can't actually move now.
Yeah.
So I suppose we can make him so he moves after finishes dying and stuff like that.
Yeah, we could probably finish the death sequence off quite quickly now, though, couldn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, because we just need to take out the bit that makes them go and scatter.
Yeah.
and just
I don't think about that anyway.
Just remove them for a bit.
Yeah.
How do we remove them?
So we say when so the test is when the ghost is in a respawning state, the ghosts are invisible or not there. We just put them off the board somewhere, can't we?
Well, that's the trick. Do we put them? Well, you can't put them off the board in a way because you don't know where you kind of don't know what the board is.
No, that's true.
The board is a cell wall.
Oh no! In fact, it's so the game gives the front end a list of ghosts, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it's a dictionary.
We just give it an empty list.
Yeah, because actually, technically, internally you can still have the list of ghosts.
Yeah.
Externally, we could just on a flag just say if they're in
respawning, then yeah.
If PacMan's in respawning, then they disappear.
Yeah.
And then after PacMan's, well, we could actually just move them at that point as well, back into the center. Back into their home position.
Right. So, do we need to store their home? We need their home positions, then, don't we?
Well, we know that from the game loader.
And the PacMan knows the same home location as well.
Them, don't we? Because we can't call game loader a game.
Yeah, I think we keep a reference to it.
We keep a reference to the home location inside the ghost, so we can tell the ghost to go wherever we like. Yeah. Shall I use Visual Studio or Code?
I think Code worked better last time, didn't it?
But,
It worked better for me.
Oh.
I don't know. Anybody else?
Is that we don't keep a home location. We keep, oh, hang on, is it the home location or is it the
No, we keep the home location on the object.
called home location, isn't it? So we do keep a home location. That's not the target for when they're in scatter. That's separate, isn't it?
Oh, wait a minute.
No, we definitely got a reference to the game settings though, which it is in.
Yeah, but to be fair, we can add it to the thing.
Yeah,
We just need to give it a name.
Yeah, I just thought that home location was their target for when you're telling them to.
Yeah, that is.
I think you're right. Yeah, but I'm having a mix up. So we don't actually probably have it on the actual Ghost itself, but we can just add.
So that home location that we've got now probably ought to be called scatter target.
Yeah.
And then we should bring in another home location.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is their actual one. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I need to throw this into chat.
We're using code.
Yeah, but you should. Well, try. But I suppose if we all use VS Code, it might actually work. Unable to refile.
Yeah. My sharing code.
You have to install a plugin for it.
Oh, I've got it installed. I can't remember where it is.
Yeah, so Ghost itself only has home location. So we can rename that, I suppose, into
scatter target, wasn't it, I think?
Target, yeah.
Is it called target? Scatter target?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Hope the thing actually renames things for me properly. Okay.
I got to sign in and everything.
Target stack. This is going to be cool. Scatter now.
Yeah.
And this goes direct to Ghost scatter target.
Yep.
Scatter target. Strategy. Makes sense. We got somewhere in here what says send all ghosts home, which is probably scatter all ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was.
Yeah. You need to, have you renamed the file direct to Ghost home location?
Oh, doesn't do that for me. Can we rename file to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we test and commit that before we go any further?
Oh, we've probably got some tests which are renamed wrong as well, aren't we?
We're going to need to change that test in a second anyway.
Yeah, we should rename it to scatter.
Okay.
More of a ghost.
Ghost tests. No, it just says Ghost should be able to move when PacMan is Ghost should go.
We have got ghosts.
Yeah, Ghost should go home. Should be called Ghost should scatter.
Yeah. Although
Yeah, we're about to change anyway.
That's going to change anyway because it's.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because it should be disappear instead. Yeah, I agree. Okay.
They should actually go home. That is correct.
Yes.
Not whilst he's dying though. No, whilst he's respawning. Yeah.
Just check that it kind of still works.
You sure you don't want to put the state on the game object?
There you go. Yeah, still works. Let's just commit that. That's going up. So yeah, so we're going to start with actually having the home location.
Well, if you go to the test above, that one, which is Ghost should be able to move when PacMan is respawning.
Ghost should be able to.
Yeah, I think we should change this one so Ghost should be hidden when PacMan is respawned. Yeah, Ghost should be hidden.
Yeah. And then should we move them straight to their home position as soon as we hide them?
I think so,
Yes.
because it's going to make it easy, isn't it?
In which case we can do another test which says Ghost should be at
Home, yeah.
whilst PacMan is respawning.
Yeah, which is probably the one underneath. We just change.
Yeah. So this is going to be exactly the same setup. It's just going to say there's no ghosts from the game. I assume we just don't output.
Yeah, I think you're right. So
it should be empty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghost should. So yeah.
Yeah.
So if you run that.
No, that's not right, is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. We start off as a PacMan and respawning. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, he dies and then he's respawning.
Yeah, but in our test we set him to respawning. So that's okay.
Yeah, we set him to it's supposed to,
that's correct. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. But that's correct.
It's when after his Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of dying. It should really be dying and shriveling. Because he's dying first. That's when it all pauses, and then he sort of shrivels up.
Oh yeah, I feel like I should.
I don't know whether that's.
Yeah, sort of right, because the one above his Ghost should not move. So
whilst he's dying, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all right. And then.
There we just go play again because I need to refresh my memory because. We need to get the sounds out. Yeah, raise an issue for that as well.
That's dying mode. That's respawning mode.
So dying is where everything just sticks still. Right?
Yeah.
So everything just freezes. So if we go die again, come on, die. Oh my god, it's quite hard to die. So it freezes, then respawns when the yellow disappear, and then back up.
Yeah, so should we leave it called respawning? Should we call it something else?
I think respawning is fine.
You're right, we're respawning.
So should we still be in a dying? Oh no, I think that's right. I think if it's in respawning and we add a ghost to the game setting and we literally just ask it for
where the ghost.
We don't really need to take, to be fair, do we? Because it's just part of the game. It should be empty. So if we
the reason we had the tick before was just to prove he hadn't moved.
Is it ghost?
Hadn't moved.
It is.
This is gonna.
It's ghost.
We got 2 failing tests. That's interesting.
Oh, this is it.
Yeah, just.
Evening, Chris.
Evening, not stopping. Just thought I'd drop in and see how you were doing.
Yep.
I'm rewriting the stuff I wrote last time.
Yes. And we worked out how the game actually works.
Yeah.
Unit tests.
Yeah. Well, we just realised that when you die, it doesn't actually they don't run away. They actually just disappear and then go back to the location. So we're just fixing that.
I see.
Should have. Oh yeah, so it's that one actually. It should be hidden. Yeah, so we should refix that. That should be fixed. So
like ghost property. Yeah, we just need to check the state of PacMan, don't we? I think
yeah, so we could just do.
it's going to break the next test, but
Yeah, that's true.
is there not a read-only dictionary.empty method or something? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Read-only dictionary isn't a method. It isn't a class, is it?
Oh no, of course it's not, is it? It's just a,
On
Just
the
an
interface.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bit annoying.
Yeah, so that'd be that.
So I think that's going to break the ghost should scatter test.
Yeah, because it's not going to be able to read them anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, so go should scatter.
Well, they shouldn't do that
which-
anyway. So.
Yeah, they should just.
Ghost should be at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, go should be at home.
When PacMan is respawning. Yeah.
How are we going to test that? Because we don't know where the ghosts are anymore.
We ain't got any home yet, have we? Oh, yeah.
Well, we don't know until we finished respawning, right? So we can just say after respawning.
Yeah, so as we come out of respawn,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
is it go home or go should be at home?
Yeah. Be at home.
Yeah.
Because go implies it's a strategy.
Yeah.
So if you put him as respawning.
Respawning, and then you need to do enough ticks to get him out of respawning.
But we haven't implemented that bit yet, have we?
It's fine, we can do that, can't we? It's going to fail then, isn't it?
Yeah.
How many ticks is that?
We haven't.
Well, we haven't written that bit yet. I think it's
4
seconds, isn't it? Oh, we can do 4.
We ought to do another. We ought to do another PacMan test to make sure that he comes out of respawning
Yes.
and goes back into game mode.
Well, we can do that first, I suppose. That makes probably more sense than doing this one.
Yeah.
So should we comment this one out?
Yeah.
What's the
Control KC.
Can't map my brain from resharp.
I have to put my hand on the keyboard to tell you that though. We can probably copy the previous test if you want to be lazy. There must be a test that's not that one. There must be one that takes him from dying to.
You should not move.
It's not that one.
It's
One
not
up.
PacMan test.
Must have a one that goes from dying to respawning, isn't there?
Oh yeah, but it won't be a ghost test, will it? No.
PacMan test.
Oh no, it'd be a PacMan. Yeah. Yeah, it's in the wrong place anyway.
I just put a thing in the chat window.
There it is.
Apparently, there's a immutable dictionary .empty static method which will return something. I don't know. If
Yeah, that might do it.
that's better than doing new,
Yes.
maybe.
Yeah. Just put that on. Oh, the Zoom chat.
Oh yeah.
Oh
In the
yeah,
chat
yeah.
windows.
Yeah. Well, let me. There you go. Yep. Try that in there.
Put it in whilst we've got it.
Oh.
The name immutable dictionary.
Where does that come from?
Is it I?
No, I
That's
think
in a
it's
different
I 'cause it's
namespace,
the
isn't it?
interface.
You might need another using because it's a different namespace, immutable.
Can you just right click and do the using thing, or does it?
No, it doesn't come up with anything.
And
That's a bit weird.
system collections immutable.
Yeah.
That's not there either. Oh, well, maybe I'm just lying to you then. I looked it up. But...
No, it's, I can see it on the thing. It says .NET Core 3.1 is part of it.
Is it in standard?
It is
yeah. Well, no, because this is .NET Standard 2.1 now. So
It's exactly. Change it for the span.
It's not in standard.
It's not.
Is it in standard 2.1? Let's have a look. Well, if you try and find the code in standard, it doesn't like it.
Requested page is not available for the standard 2.1. No. Yeah, so it's not part of .NET Standard.
Does that mean it's not? Does that just mean it's not paid for it?
It's not part of the APIs for .NET Standard.
Yeah.
Oh well.
You find we had quite a lot of stuff that's not in standard.
Yes. Yeah, we've done well to find one. Yeah.
Oh well, we couldn't make it into .NET Core, but then again, .NET 5 is coming out like in September or whatever it is.
Yeah, we'll still be going by then, so that's fine.
We don't use anything else in game that requires core, do we?
No, I don't think so. Well, everything is .NET Core up to 3.1 anyway. What's consuming it? So there's no reason why we can't just bump that to that, because that's .NET Standard 2.1 compatible anyway too.
Yeah.
And then now we get it. Or is that to just
don't need the empty, do you?
No, the generics go on the empty method normally. So the angle brackets is normally
type of good.
Meetup dictionary. Empty.
Oh right, I think it just needs.
It shouldn't need brackets.
It's saying
no, it can't. It won't convert it. The mutable dictionary isn't the same as an I-read-only dictionary. No, it's because the two halves of that condition.
Yeah, it's because one's just a dictionary. It can't understand which one you want to cast it into.
It can't do the comparison. It can't do the if side of it.
Yeah.
Looks way uglier than it did before now, though. It's not actually an improvement, is it? Let me look at
it.
It might be more efficient because this empty might be just a shared empty dictionary, a mutable dictionary across all of them. So if you used empty 20 times, you still get the same one empty in memory because it would be just a reference to it.
Yeah, that was why I looked it up. I assumed that was the case.
Yeah, as if you did the new, you'd end up with 10 new dictionaries.
Although the amount of new objects we're creating per cycle.
Yeah, it's only going to be when we die.
Yeah. Oh well.
Oh, actually, no. I guess that's going to be hit quite a bit when you're dead, though, isn't it? Because
when it's querying it.
Yeah, it's going to be queried. 40 times a second or whatever it is.
Yeah. But not quite as many times as we create objects because we're immutable though. Like every comparison.
The runtime's pretty good at creating objects though.
Yeah.
It's more the garbage collection afterwards though, isn't it?
You could make an extension method on I-read-only dictionary that returns a static empty one.
Yeah, that's actually true. That'll do.
Although whilst it's profiling, it doesn't show any garbage collection. You know, when you run it in Studio.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't seem to. So it's obviously not causing it any grief. There's not enough objects.
No.
You using Visual Studio Code all the time then now, Kevin?
No, I use Rider quite a lot, to be fair. But David hates JetBrains and ReSharper. To be fair, these have got better tools for sharing online, the VS Code and Visual Studio, compared to Rider and the IntelliJ set of tools. Even though I still think the refactoring tools are a lot better in the JetBrains products.
Oh, the refactoring in ReSharper is amazing. I've just dropped ReSharper whilst I'm working with Blazor because it doesn't work with it properly. Oh, it was driving me mad. You know, like the first time you start trying to put a statement together, you're thinking, you're trying to do capital recognition in search in IntelliSense. It doesn't do it in Visual Studio. It's like, what?
Yeah, I found the best thing in this is the Control D, so you can Control D's everything. And
yeah, now I've mapped that to Control D in Visual Studio as well. It's quite nice now.
What's that doing?
The one where it does the multiple character selection. So if I want to select only Pac on every single line, I can press Control D and just goes and select Pac, and then I can whatever I've got selected, I can say it. Just
I see. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's one of the features I've not found out how to do in ReSharper compared to VS Code.
ReSharper does it, but kind of like when it wants to do it, really.
But you have the multiple cursors with is it Shift Alt down and up, so you can select multiple cursors and type in multiple places, but you can't just select parts of words and then match them going down, so your cursors are all over the place and then change. I think it is. Not that I found anyway. So anyway, back to what I was doing. We was writing a test for the
changing the state. So we've got a PacMan test, don't we?
PacMan test. So we have the should respawn after 4 seconds. This one, yeah.
Yes.
I guess it should be. Should be alive after.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 4's probably about right.
And we.
So we put it in respawning.
Yeah.
And give it 2 lives. We don't care about the guess. I think got 4 seconds.
Yeah.
So this is where we're checking if we're still in respawning.
Yeah.
And then be alive.
Yeah. So our ghost going home test is going to be very similar to this, then, isn't it? But other than instead of checking the status, we'll be checking.
Yeah, the ghosts actually are back in their original positions. Yeah, it fails.
Good.
Did we put it all in here? I can't actually remember.
It's in PacMan transition.
PacMan transition, yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember this because we put a time to change where we first initially.
So I think we probably want to copy that, don't we?
And have it when it respawning.
Yeah.
Set food.
Yeah, I think so.
And if it's spawning, time change, put him alive. And
then we need to take this out.
Take that bit at the bottom, don't we? And you want to.
That's it, isn't it? Yeah, I think so.
Do we actually test? We don't set the time there, do we?
Yeah.
We only set a time in.
We need to set a time, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, how are we going to set it?
Well, it's in the game,
we did it when we did kill, didn't we? Before respawn.
We can do time to change plus, can't we?
Oh, when you first initially kind of transition between.
Well, I think we've written a method. We just haven't. Have you just copied this respawn method in?
I've just changed it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But don't. Oh right, okay.
Yeah, so that wants to become respawning.
Yeah.
Lives stay the same.
Lives want to stay the same, yeah. And then time to die.
That's passed in, so that's okay.
So, which means when we do it, so in there.
So instead of doing, does that return a?
We want to kill him, don't we?
Don't we just do?
We return kill. So return respawn and return now plus.
Oh yes, it had yes.
Seconds. Add 4 seconds.
Yeah.
to say? It was giving me it was giving me the wrong IntelliSense. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. That's good.
Well, that's what I'll tell you.
I don't know whether we ought to raise an event or something when we do a state change, but
Yeah, I was thinking about that because I raised them things on an issue just before we started about like playing sounds.
okay.
We don't really know when to play the sounds, and
No.
it would be actually easy to play a sound if you had an event of dead, and you went.
Yeah, because it's like now when we move the ghost home.
Why did that fail then?
I think we haven't. Should have. Oh, it's still failed.
It says it's still respawning, so it's not.
It's not changed.
So we've got. So when it's dying.
Dying.
Go.
Time to change.
That's working, isn't it? Because we've got tests around that.
Yeah. And then change to respawning.
And then now if it's respawning, if it's got time to change state. Change state.
With alive. And it can't be to do with the now, can it? Because now.
No, because that's always plumbed in from.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. So it's doing it on the same tick, so we don't need an X. We're not 4 seconds and 1 tick. That's what I'm thinking.
Let's just put an extra tick in the test and just eliminate that, shall we?
It's dying. Respawn.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that? Oh, we're still in that. Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, you just do add.
Just do a tick.
Yeah. Or add 5 seconds.
Yeah. Because that's the other test, isn't it? Yeah.
PacMan should be alive after.
It's still not working.
No, that's still failing. It's that then. Can't be right.
Okay, just something happened during the tick.
So the game. Oh, I bet in game we do only certain things in certain states. Oh no, we always transition to PacMan.
Yeah, we did transition first.
But we set him if he's in a certain state?
Oh, we only
set him if he's not alive.
We can set him whatever. Why only when he's alive?
Oh no, we're not alive. Oh no, that's right. When he's not alive, we just set him because we don't want to do the rest of the code down here.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, that's all right. Move him.
Oh, yeah.
And if he's not. So at this point, he is alive. So what do we do with him?
Oh, yes, he is alive, yes.
Oh, is the ghost still on him? Ghost has killed him again.
No, because then he'd be in a dying state, not respawning.
Oh, was he still in respawning?
Yeah. Isn't the problem, though, that we're not setting... Yeah, the problem is, though, on line 82, though, isn't it? We're not calling line 82.
Yeah, we are, because he's not alive.
He is alive.
Yeah, but then further down...
Then he'll carry on.
It'll just fall down here, and then eventually we will...
No, I think we need to say... what happens if we do this? So we say...
then it would get set on line 95. Because he's not on a wall.
In fact, it's if PacMan status is not alive, or
no, because it'd fall down here.
It'd fall down on night 4.
David, it'd fall down. Yeah, it'd fall down into the bottom bit because it's just like he's normally playing.
Oh, okay.
So it'd just say, "Is it rolling my way?"
Is 86 firing?
The way you'd usually deal with this in a game engine is you'd have a state machine, right, with a set of defined states and then a set of defined transitions between them. So part of the problem you're dealing with here is you've got all these little branches that are like doing specific stuff.
Yeah.
But if you knew that he could only ever transition from like alive to dead, or from dead to respawning to alive, then
Yes.
you could encode that in a state machine. I don't know how you would do that in C#. There's probably a library.
Put the state, the PacMan state, on the game rather than on the PacMan sort of thing.
Yeah. Usually you have a central game loop, and then every time around the game loop, you then look at the current state, and then you look whether you need to transition from one state to another. But it's invalid to transition from eat the blue pill to dead, because he can't die that way. And so you can have those transitions be encoded as invalid state transitions. And there's different ways of doing it, but that's just what strikes me when I look at the code here, that you've got kind of a little bit of a twisty passage of combinations.
Yeah.
We've got another one to throw in as well, because when the game's starting, where it's playing the music, we're gonna have to have a game state for that, and that game state will kick in. No, it doesn't kick in again. It only kicks in. Does it kick in each time he dies? No, it doesn't go. I think now.
To be fair, that's fairly easy to implement. So you can just have a list of states and a list of things what we run for them states, which is kind of what we're doing, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we just kind of bail out of a lot of these. So for like that one, if he's not alive, we just bail out of checking if he's dead, trying to make him walk, collecting coins. And if we actually had like some state to things what we run, we just have like alive, you walk, you can die, you collect coins, or pills, or whatever they're called. We call them coins. Can make sense, but that doesn't make. I still don't get why this doesn't.
No, why the test doesn't work. Shall we put a breakpoint in?
Can we debug it from here? I've never used a debugger here. For the tests, we use the test from debugging here.
I don't know. Yeah, normally you can, can't you?
I've never used it. So, I might quickly just open Visual Studio up.
Yeah, I was going to say it's easy video.
Put it in there. But yeah, that'd probably be quite a good refactor, to be fair, Chris.
No, I was just wondering if you knew about it. It's not something I've ever had to do myself, although I did have to hack it a bit when I did Andy's game. He had a pretty horrible state manager in there. But it does make things a little bit easier to follow sometimes. I've sent a link anyway to the Slack.
Cool, thanks. So
I guess it's similar to the idea we're sort of heading towards with events, though, wasn't it? When you change from one state to another, if we fired an event, that's sort of a bit like a.
You can base state machines off events, yeah.
Yeah.
Of saying when this happens.
Yeah.
We trigger into this. We change our current state to this. Yeah, this one went it.
Yeah.
Oh, is it because we're not actually, when we're in respawning, it's not actually set the properties actually on PacMan yet? That's why it's failing.
Oh, because we're not using our method to.
No, so it's
put it into respawning. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to say it's respawning, but it's got a time to change state is null.
Yes.
Because we've not actually gone through the full cycle.
Yeah.
Of
we didn't call respawn. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can either make him die first, and then
Yeah, that's probably easier, isn't it?
so we can literally just say
So he starts off with the status of
yeah, alive.
yeah.
Oh, that's direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kill him, and then
Yeah. So the ghost is
stuff live. We then that should kill him. To be fair, because he's going down. No, oh no.
what's it? Hasn't he got that go right mode though? That ghost.
Left.
Oh, standing still. Oh, okay. So we're moving it into him. Okay.
Yeah. So they should get if after 4 seconds, we should be respawning.
Yeah.
And then if we say after
8 seconds.
well, another 4, 8 seconds, yeah, should be alive. So I think it was just that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's more. That test makes sense. Like that. So then we should be able to just copy and paste that test to the other one as well,
Yeah.
and then just say about the ghost.
Yes.
I feel like these non-random 4s should be part of some constant. Come back and fix that in a minute. Should I go back to VS Code?
Yes, that should be ghost tests, I think.
This is the one we don't want anymore, isn't it?
Yeah.
We can just get rid of this. Oh. So we kind of want something like that. We don't want the rest of this. This should be after tides and comes back to life.
Yeah.
Control K. See?
Comment on comment. Oh, okay. Yeah. C is comment. Yeah.
Oh, what's on comment?
U. Control K U.
Yeah. We don't really have a home location for the moment.
I thought we do on game.
No, so when we originally created the game settings, this is his home location.
Oh yeah, you're right. We just add it directly to.
Which is fine, but it's just like when we copy the game settings inside the construction in the game, we just need to be able to, I don't know, tell this is. I don't know that. Well, actually, we can pass it in, and when we just kind of create the new ghost each time.
Yeah, we just need an extra variable, don't we?
Extra, yeah. Okay, well, this is standing still, so I'm not moving anyway.
Yeah.
So the location should be the home location. Well, that's probably going to pass.
Yeah, that location.
It's going to pass because it's standing still now. Which? Oh. Nope, I did something wrong. Should have this with who correct home locations.
Are we still in? Have we ticked enough to?
That's not the home.
Should go straight back at home after PacMan dies and come back to life. Yeah. So at this point, he should be able. Do we check is alive?
Yeah. Do you want to just put an extra check in there to make sure our status is alive?
So he is alive. It's just that
There's no elements because
why are there elements?
there should be once he's alive.
Yeah.
So if it if he is respawning, then it's just an empty thing. Else it's this that one, which should be this copy of the what?
And he was alive, are we saying? He didn't fail there, it's just
Yeah. So that didn't fail there, it actually failed, yeah. So well, I think so. I mean,
It's not another. Oh no.
does it not save it?
That's what I was wondering, whether you're actually running the old version of it.
No, it's just the new version. Just save everything again, just in case. No, so he is alive. So why is he no elements in that? Create game.
We could try putting that test here as well. See if it fails at that point.
If you go into I can't work out how to get backwards. If you go into move all ghosts, or is it scatter all ghosts? If you go into scatter all ghosts, which is in game.
Yeah.
Is it in game? Yeah. 131 in game. When it reads the list of ghosts to move them all, it's using ghosts, capital ghosts.
So it's copying back over which ones, yeah.
Well, no, because that'd be empty at that point instead of using
empty, yeah.
That. Got value maybe.
Yeah, you got values. So actually we can
probably on the one above move all ghosts.
Yeah.
You should be able to use the internal one.
That was interesting.
That's quite some failure.
Maximum location depth reach. Oh, it's because it's I know what it's doing. Yeah, you probably can't do it's because it's got like above below properties on this thing.
Yes.
So it actually needs You have to explicitly say X is only the X of that. And it's going to just keep trying to compare everything forever.
All the parameters, which goes on forever. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think you can set the depth of what you want to compare, but
yeah,
we don't really care.
Right. So is it still failing?
Yes, it is.
Expected Y to be
That's
2.
the other one, isn't it? Go should be back.
Go should be back.
It's because it's scattering. He's scattering, isn't he?
Yeah, they're not. They're not.
Yeah, it's okay because we haven't.
Oh yeah, because that's
We haven't implemented it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is standing still, but I think we've still got the code to tell time to scatter.
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So that's new fixing, which is.
Well, I think the first thing we need to do is change ghost, don't we? So we can remember its home. Because I think location should become current location.
Yeah, it needs a home. Yeah, that's current.
We rename that one to current location. Do you want, yeah, you do that.
And add an extra one called home location.
Yeah.
And then in the private constructor, we can set that. Well, so
the private one's called by the static factory methods in here as well, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's cool by that.
So is that, I'm guessing we need to add it. I think this one's only. Oh no, this one's called 21 times.
Is it only used on test though?
Well, we definitely need to add it down here. Let's do that first of all. And then we want. What did you call it? Home location. Right. Because I'm just wondering whether we can just pass in that.
No, I think this one. I don't know. Well, oh, it works now. No, because the games. Oh, that's fine. That one's using it. The ghosts one uses it.
Yeah.
In the game.
Game setting loaders is fine.
Which you actually, to be fair, that probably should just use one that overloads and things. The tests use it, but okay. Yeah. So the only ones that use it is this one. So we need to fix this.
So we just need to fix these two, and that's it then, I think.
Yeah. So this one.
So we just pass,
actually...
Yeah. So this just needs to take home location.
Home location as well.
Which is the first one.
Was that home first one?
Yes.
Yeah. It'd be capital home location, right?
Let's just check. And game loader doesn't care.
Well, that needs to set them anyway.
Because it just sets the default one.
Yeah.
And the test, none of the other tests care about if the home location is the same as the location.
Yeah. So now on test, on game, all right, so now.
Not from the go back home. Yeah.
This one. We could just change the home location to something crazy now.
Yeah. Yeah, something different. Yeah.
Which one's home? Oh yeah.
No, you want to keep that as it is.
No, that one needs to be there. And then we can. Yeah. This one should be home location.
Yeah.
No,
I don't want that.
The other one should be something other than 1, 2 though. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's better. Yeah.
And 2. And this is using
6, 1, 2.
Oh, it's because this one uses like one with extra strategies on under it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's standing still.
Yeah, it's got current strategy as well, isn't it?
Current strategy.
Something else as well. What's missing?
Oh, it's protected method. It's a private constructor.
Because we never do it.
Yeah.
That was think about that, is it?
Well, if you set him if you stop him standing still, and you make him move right.
Yes,
you don't need the location. You can check after 4 seconds that he's in a completely different place.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one goes right. Oh yeah, does this one go right?
Yeah, so we don't need that then.
No, that's going much better.
Yeah.
And then you need to check after where you've got that PacMan respawning bit. Also check that he's not at 10.2.
We can't access. We don't have access to the ghost at that point. The ghost will be not in the list, will it? It'll be empty. In respawning.
Yes, it would be.
And to be fair, that needs to go back to 1, 2 because
that's what we're checking later.
We could do it here. We could tick 4 seconds, then check it, then.
Oh
no, because when he's dying.
6. I was thinking on 86. What test is it? Ghost test. If you did it after that tick now, there.
Oh yeah, okay, yes. Then you should have taken 1 step, shouldn't he?
Yeah, it should at least be.
But then we're not going to hit him when the PacMan walks down into him because he's not standing still.
Why don't we put PacMan in a slightly different position?
Yes.
Yeah. So you can move him. You can move him across, right? So we can.
Yeah, let's put PacMan just to the right of the ghost. Yeah.
PacMan going.
And that'll work. That'll make him die because it's going to be like one down, 2 across.
Why not put PacMan at 3-2 and make him go right? Make him go left.
3, 2.
Yeah, then he's on the same line as the ghost.
That makes more sense. And he's going left.
Make him...
the ghost is at 1, 2. He's going right.
After the first tick.
You want to go left or right? Yeah. Left.
Yeah, PacMan goes left. Ghost goes right.
They
should meet on 2, 2, shouldn't they?
Yeah. So after that first tick, the ghost should be at 2, 2.
Yeah.
And that will then check that it's not stuck at its home location. Because we don't actually know that it's moving away from its. Although we've got loads of other tests which establish that it's moving.
Yeah.
So we don't need to, do we?
Doesn't matter because of the ghost does not contain definition for location. 1569. Oh, it's with refactoring things, didn't refactor. Oh, it's because the files aren't all saved. Should do that for me. There we go. Oh well, we managed to fail 10 tests. Oh, it's because it's not called location on the.
This is the disadvantage of anomalous objects, isn't it?
We could just change it to location. It can be called home. So that called location.
Yeah.
That's just called home.
Yeah, that's fair.
Location could be called location. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, because it's not scatter target location, is it? So.
And this doesn't even need to be public, does it? It can be private anyway.
Yeah, it can be. Can scatter target be private?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
most of the things like that can be. We could just change that as well.
unless.
You said it, right?
No, because you can't access it from direct to go scatter target.
Oh, is that using somewhere?
Yeah.
No, scatter target.
That queries the ghost.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Home is going to scatter target. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hang on. We're gonna need that for Ghost Go Home. No, we're gonna need a different one for Ghosts. So when a ghost gets eaten, it goes back to the ghost house, but that's different because that's different to going home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can just put
Oh,
place. We
Yeah,
can just
thank you, Whitney.
put where he's supposed to be going in here, can't we? We don't need a
Yeah.
strategy for kind of how he's going to move.
No, we'll have to mark the ghost target point for on the map somewhere for when they die.
And my test's not working now because that's not called.
That's called home now. Yeah. Further down. Yeah.
No, that should be still called location because we're checking his location.
Isn't it the next bit? Oh, no, it's the next bit. It's a bit underneath. It's the home location, just home, isn't it?
Where?
Home location is a local variable.
Oh, right. Yeah, no,
That's just the local variable. That Ghost should have the correct home locations.
Ah,
Is that the one with?
different test. Completely different test. That's in Game Loader probably, which you won't be able to check probably now.
No, you should. Oh, right. Is that? Yeah. Okay. We probably need it then. Because that's called home, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do need it on there so you can actually read it. Okay, now I'll put it back.
It's frustrating to have to expose it just for the test. The test engine should be able to do stuff.
You can change certain things to stop you doing that.
But then you end up.
You can make it so you can make it so your test can see protected, no internal.
Yeah.
Can you?
Internals. Yeah, you can expose internals to tests.
I didn't know you could do that.
But then it's kind of frowned upon as well.
Yeah, because you're sort of testing at quite a low level then, aren't you? So it's...
Yeah.
I'm probably failing now.
Well, we should have one failing test. Oh no, there's another one.
Why? Ghost moves in direction of strategy. Why is this one failing now?
What's the expectation as member location that the other object does not have? Ghost moves in the direction of strategy in ghost tests.
Is it just not refactoring things properly? This is called, no, that's called location there. Why wouldn't I have a location there? Oh, I know why. It's because the game is not set to. There's no PacMan on the game. The Pac.
Yeah,
well, no, I meant the PacMan.
So that shouldn't make any difference. That's only the Ghost Go Right strategy anyway.
Oh yeah. Nice. Yeah. So why is there no ghosts in it? Location. They're saying ghost doesn't have location on it.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Can't not have location on it.
Are you scrolling up too far? Is that because there's only 2 failed tests?
No, there's 2 failed. Yeah, there was more failed tests before. There was like.
Okay.
Yeah, it should have.
There's loads more.
Yeah.
No, 2. I think you just scrolled up too far.
Oh. All right. So yeah. This is actually.
Should have her goes with correct
Yeah.
home locations. Home to be not found 0 and 1.
Ghost should have correct. Oh no, that's a different test. That's the
Different test. That's the game loader. But why is that suddenly broken?
yeah. That's...
Oh, because we called it. Is it because we're calling it home?
Yeah, I've already renamed all that.
Yeah, that's fine. It is called home, isn't it?
Oh no. That's their scatter target.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's tag it. Yeah, spelling. Okay.
Oh. Work, is it?
I'm shooting off, fellas. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Guess so.
Okay. That's better. Now it's the test that should be failing.
Why not? Oh, that might have been failing anyway. Actually, to be fair. I'm just ignoring it. Right, okay, so
Yeah.
So it has fell all the way through to here. After
Yes.
checking all the things, it's just saying it's in the wrong location. So yeah, we just need to fix the location of that.
Yeah. So in game.
Yeah.
So instead of doing scatter or ghost, we want to send move ghost home or something like that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Home.
And then should just be able to take the scatter and copy it.
Yep.
Ghost.home, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
That's it.
Do we have a home method for that?
No, it's just home. Oh.
No, we don't have it. We don't have a method. We need to have a method on there to copy create a ghost with the home location on it.
Yes.
Yes.
So we need to have one that says
Well, don't we?
go home or something.
What do we have on ghost?
You're going to want your brackets, aren't you? Go home.
Yeah, we need.
Yeah, no, I'll just look at the ghost. Yeah, so I'm going to add a method to the ghost called go home.
Is it go home, or is it set to home or move to home? No, set to home. Because you don't want to not tell them to go, because we need to go home in a bit.
Yeah.
And die.
Yeah, because that's more like go do something as go set directly to home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, direction. Do they all start facing a particular way?
They all start facing the way they started first time.
Okay. Well, we haven't got a test for that yet, so we'll come back.
That's fine. I don't think it makes much difference if it's starting in the middle.
Look, I'm going to reset. I've loaded it, got it running.
Yeah. Okay.
Where they're supposed to go.
Does that work?
Blinky,
Save, I think.
Pinky's up, I think. The other two are down.
Okay.
I'm not as worried about that. They can all go left as far.
I think that's a big issue, to be fair. I think I think these little things we should like ignore and just create issues for.
Yeah.
And try to concentrate on the like more of the playable things.
That's it.
What? Invalid PacMan state dying should be alive. Why they just broke?
It's the same test.
PacMan should be alive after 4 seconds in respawning. No, so that these two tests what we had before. Why is that one started breaking?
It's because they ghosted then. Has the ghost moved? Because it's not stuck in its house. So have we just been killed again?
No, it should have been. No, well,
We killed. No, I said dying.
Because at the beginning of the respawning, the ghost got moved home. We then ticked another 4 times, so the ghost would have been able to come and kill us.
No. You've done the wrong one.
It
should be respawning then going to live. So when the PacMan is respawning and is going
that do. Yeah,
alive,
that makes more sense.
Then
hang on. That's not. I don't think that was right, was it? PacMan. Oh, a new PacMan status. Yeah. Sorry, I thought it was both PacMan. We're checking both states.
What?
I think it's killing them. It could be killing him again.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.
Because we've moved it close enough to kill him within 1 tick.
Yes.
No, because he doesn't move. They don't.
Yeah, but now we should be all right.
they don't move. It should be right. That one. Sorry, that one should be if PacMan's status is alive. They only move when he's alive. So they shouldn't move. So I'm thinking that should be that.
I think that's a condition where it was covered by the test before, but we ditched off that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, should we try that? But I'm not too sure that'll actually change anything. I know it did. PacMan should be alive after 4 seconds of respawning.
Well, we've definitely been killed again because we've gone back to dying because it's not even staying in respawning.
So maybe does this need to go underneath?
Which test is failing? The PacMan test. PacMan. Which one was it failed? Kev?
It's the PacMan test. PacMan should be alive after 4 seconds.
After 4 seconds when in respawning, right? So the ghost starts at 1, 2.
Oh yeah. So this will
we're giving 1 tick to kill him.
Yeah.
So the ghost, everything's coming back to life after that on that tick.
So we're moving him straight home, and he's just dying again.
And instantly killing him.
So we could start with them slightly further apart and tick twice.
Why not move? Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Move PacMan to 5, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then copy line 86. Tick, tick. So that kills. Oh yeah, but then actually add seconds. It's still going to be add 5 and add 8, 9.
No, that's going to be right. Still.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that is right. Yes. Yeah. Is that right? Okay, it passes. Oh no.
Still dying.
Well, it should be alive.
Man should be alive after 4 seconds with it. Oh, I think you changed the wrong one. You just changed a different one. Which one did you change?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
The ghost one.
Yeah. Oh right. So actually,
PacMan tests.
The same. Oh right, yeah. So there should be 2 instead, and we tick twice.
1, 1.
Oh no, it's going down. No, it's going down. So that should be 1, 0.
PacMan should be alive after 4 seconds when respawning.
No, that's it. No, it's not.
He's going to die instantly again because he's going to land on that ghost there. That ghost is there. He's going to land on the ghost, and then
it's at 0 now. So he should go down once. So it'll be 1, 1.
Yeah.
Down again, 1, 2. Then he's dead.
Yeah, but he's going to come back to life at 1, 2.
He's going to come back to life at
1, 2.
No, it's not. It should come back to life at 1.
No, it's the ghost that comes back to life.
The ghost that comes back to life. PacMan's is going to come back to life in the same place.
Oh right, yeah. So the ghost is there.
Is if you did.
Do we just need to tick more? No, because PacMan.
No, to apply again. If we move him to 5, 2, like we're going to.
Yeah.
If we put him on the, is it the right strategy?
Yeah. Let me just.
Goes right.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell this sense. And PacMan going left, and the ghost going. Not that it matters, but keep it.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Then it should be all right because they'll walk together. Then he'll die. Then the ghost will go back to 1, 2.
Yeah.
And he will move to 2, 2 at that point.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I have faith.
Yeah, it's because the ghost wasn't moving on the PacMan moving, even though the ghost is going back to the same location, so it'd just be straight on top of them. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. So does PacMan return to his start location as well when he's respawned?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, he should go back to his start location, shouldn't he? Let's just commit there. That's another test.
Yeah.
Ghost goes back start location. Also, can I refactor this bit of test because
Which bit?
so all these things what say move ghost to. I was just going to do something that says apply to ghosts.
All right, and pass
Okay, yeah.
the action that.
And then just,
Yep.
You need to return a ghost, don't you?
Oh yeah, it's a good point.
To ghost to ghost. Yeah, that's better.
And then that can just, well, actually, we can just get rid of these methods, I think. I don't think.
You didn't want to take move out, I think.
Hmm?
I think you took move out. You didn't want to take move out, did you?
Why?
You've got
Move more ghosts.
You take a move or ghosts out. Yeah. Oh,
No, that's fine. So they should.
call ghost move or something.
No, so they should be able to go because then instead here we can just say go home.
Would it be better with G or something rather than X? Just.
I don't know. I use X for everything like that.
Oh, you can ghost.
X is a bit of a cell location parameter.
What's the method called? It was never called.
That's it.
We had 3 methods there.
Oh yeah, but we just replaced one, didn't we?
Oh, okay.
I'll just sneakily rename that X while he's not looking. Yeah.
You renamed it?
Yeah, it's Ghost.
Yeah, G would be all right.
X, Y, Z.
X1, X2.
Like that classic I for everything.
Yeah.
Y. I do try and use, when I use one letter variables, I do try and reflect what it refers to.
Yeah, just like close that off it because then we just it's doing the same thing each time. Yeah, so the PacMan moving back to its original location. That's
Yeah.
the next PacMan test. So I guess copy and paste this one.
Same thing. Yeah.
And you can guess what we don't have on PacMan?
This original location.
Yes.
Oh, you know what we could do? It's like we don't actually need to keep copying it. Yeah, we do. I was thinking the board knows about the game settings and they don't change. And we just literally just copy PacMan straight from him, the settings, with the original position of them.
You don't want to, you need to copy the lives back in, but
yeah, that's true. And PacMan, when he moves, he actually, well, when he transitions, he only has a date time. He doesn't have the game. Yeah. Actually, it's a terrible idea because you end up with passing more stuff to him.
You need his original direction as well.
Yeah.
Say this. Yeah.
PacMan should be.
Come on, die.
be back at start location, home location. Is it home location?
Yeah.
So, oh, I only created half of that. So just to say that. PacMan should be at 5.2.
Not if that's, depends if that's its home location.
Well, that's where it started from.
Yeah.
Oh, PacMan, there's just like X and Y in it. There's our location.
No, not yet.
Oh, we refactored everything to use the other thing.
No, we only did ghost something.
So if we run that. Should you really have the right property? Would help.
Yep.
Yeah, so you got straight past him. So now we just need to
do
the same thing on PacMan.
Yeah, so in PacMan, we want to create a new cell location, which is home. And I think we should do the same trick about creating another constructor, I think. Oh, I've got no code formatting now. Right, okay. So this one does take that as well. And this one, so this calls, is it this? Is it colon this? Yeah.
Yeah, colon this, yeah.
So that would be X, Y, new cell location, X, Y, comma, direction, new status.
Don't in lives time.
Well, I was going to, yeah. Oh, hang on. I do want that code down there.
Yeah.
So most places call that, but then in here we call the overload, which that one. And that works, doesn't it? I think
so. Should I just check the references of the rest of these?
Why is that? Why is with new lives never called?
I'm guessing because we called kill.
Oh yes, yes, you're right. In which case, do we need to do that in kill as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we changed the status and the lives. Yeah. We could do dot with.
That's all right. I think we can probably.
Okay, I'm just going to check this. The references, the other ones. So we got the game loader, what calls it, which is seems sensible. PacMan calls it. No, you change that. Wait a minute. I just click it again. game loader calls it test. Yeah.
Okay. So now we can now change our. So in the same, yeah. So in tick again, I guess in game. We've got applied to, yeah. So here we also want to say.
Move.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether we just want to do.
We probably don't need to do that.
Sorry, you're breaking up.
So when we do position,
Because it's. I think we can do something like that, can't we?
Something's broken.
Oh, we lost.
Oh, mine says David loading.
Oh, okay.
Kev hung
Oh
again.
yeah, we're getting there now. Yeah.
yeah, I think
We lost sound. Oh.
No, Kev keeps pausing.
Ah.
Yeah.
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 Well, it's updated itself now.
Okay.
Lost.
I think it just was going really slow. So this does not just need to be going to the transition one.
We can do, but the only thing I was thinking, yeah, we could. I was just thinking that really this is going to be an event, isn't it? Which is really it's like raise an event, which is PacMan is alive, and these are various things that happen on that transition.
Yeah.
It just seems a bit weird having half it here and then half in the transition method.
We have this that we do have stuff in the transition method,
Yeah.
which is go kill. Respawn. We have respawn and kill in here. Oh wait a minute, kill's called externally from here, isn't it? Oh, that kill's called. Okay.
Yeah, it's where it's on 61. On 61 of PacMan, where we return him with the new status that he's alive. Why don't we just put him in his new location? 61 there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I've come out of, I think I'm just going to reload. I've come out of sync.
In that case, we want a new method here, which is like reborn. No, I don't know. Rebirth. Resurrect.
Yeah, resurrect. That's the word. I was trying to think about it myself.
I can't spell resurrect. Res. How do you spell resurrect? I've got no idea.
I'll Google it.
R-E-S-U.
R-E-S-U.
R-R-E-C-T.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
R-E-S.
I'll copy and paste it.
Hold
Yeah.
on, sorry. Perfect. That sorts that problem. Right. And then that doesn't need to take anything, does it?
No, we just, I guess, just have one of the methods at the bottom.
Yeah.
Why is this making me sign in each time?
Oh, what's that final parameter? Oh, it's a date time.
We just know. We don't need that, do we?
Oh, it's knowable. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, we just go back to.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I think that's it. Shall I run test?
Yeah.
Yeah, all passed. Let's commit that.
Yeah, what's better? Did it pass? Sorry.
Yeah, it's passed. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just looking at that code. Yeah, so we should be able to run the game now and die and come back to life again.
Yeah, we can.
Yep.
Yep. So, they disappear. PacMan's still there. It's pretending he's like this one. Oh yeah, that is good. Except for when we get all our lives eaten, so that's another life. There's one life left. We should have a game over.
Yeah, there's a GitHub issue for that.
Oh, is that like an easy?
Yeah, that's to move to the dead state. Yeah.
Oh, why can we start out of his? Oh, he is coming out of his box.
It's because he went into the box. He went through the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I guess we should start implementing the other ghost moving then.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm still not sure about this transition method, but
What, they're on the PacMan?
yeah. Just if that top bit wasn't in that method, so this state changing code.
Yeah.
And then the transition method would just be purely moving the PacMan when it could move.
Yeah.
And then the stuff that happens when a transition's taken place, which is things like PacMan respawning and also the ghosts going home, all that code could be outside of that method.
Yeah.
But these are part of.
It's just line 47, for example, is a transition, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's saying we're. Well, okay, yeah, I don't know. It just seems a bit weird. It's like it's doing two things. I don't know.
But that means we also have to have this time transition outside the PacMan as well in the game. I suppose that's fine because the game is in them states into it as well. So
I was just thinking if you had a method which was, I don't know what you'd call the method, but it could still be on the PacMan and it was just returns its state. So you could still have all this code, but instead of returning a PacMan, it returned its new status. And then the code that calls this method then says, well, is the status different to what it was before? In which case, this has just happened.
You're kind of going to duplicate that though, because to change its state, you're going to put that in and that in, and then you're going to have, I suppose, the and then the respawn is going to be if the status has just changed to respawn, then call the respawning.
Well, I wouldn't actually change the PacMan status. I'll just return what the status will be. Maybe.
I suppose we do the transitions outside the ghosts, don't we?
Yeah, that's what I mean, because you end up with that code spread about a bit.
So the game tells the ghost to go home. The game tells the ghost to move. We kind of tell the PacMan to kill itself.
Yeah, the thing about this, the PacMan status in general, the PacMan status is a bit of a game status rather than a PacMan status.
Yeah.
State of the game.
Yes.
Because everything hangs off it. not the PacMan. Whereas if you're in, most games don't pause when somebody's dying. Whereas this has to completely pause. And when we start doing the implementation of the startup, so when the PacMan's sat in the middle and it plays the tune, what's the state then? Is it the PacMan state, or is that a game state? So do we then have another game state to say it's in that presentation mode before playing, and so on?
Well, I guess it's the same as when we die. We need to change completely die, end game state, I suppose. When you lose all your lives.
Yeah, it's more that you've got full game states of you're either in the menu, the game is starting, you're playing, you're dying, or you're in a respawn, and it's flicking around those, and then eventually goes. So it's like it's a game. It's more of a game state than a PacMan state.
It's interesting though, because if this was game state, we then wouldn't be having this debate about whether this code would be in the transition method, would you? It'd be obvious it'd be
in the game loop.
Yeah, it'd be in the game, yeah. And the time to change state would be in the game.
Yeah.
So that would be all. Which it might be, because in theory, I suppose that's like the thing what Chris mentioned, where you can say like, oh, if you're in a state of beginning game, you've got like 4 seconds before you can be alive, and then the same thing for live to something, and that's all done in the game.
Yeah.
You can almost do just a switch on game state, and different things happen depending on what you're in.
Mm.
Yeah, but there's two things in there. There's a switch on game state and checks from change of game state.
Yeah.
Anyway, we can park that for the moment. I don't think that matters.
Because we've got another thing on the dying during that during the respawn. How much of the respawn needs to be exposed so we can draw the little animation? Otherwise, it's just
the spinning ghost, the spinning PacMan thing.
Yeah, otherwise it's just going to draw the PacMan facing a particular direction for 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Whereas it needs to actually.
I've always wondered about things like that, because that's sort of something that the game doesn't care about. That's just the UI.
The UI needs to know how long he's been dead for.
Yeah.
Which means you need a stateful UI.
Yeah.
The whole point in the UI was we created a stateless UI.
Mm.
Because at any moment in time when we're rendering, we don't know how long PacMan's been dead for.
Yeah, that's sort of where I've come unstuck in the last couple of little games I've written, is where you want the UI to do something that's not really game logic. And how do you do it?
Mm.
It's fine if you've got a stateful UI. It doesn't really matter, because you can check for the states changing, and you start your animation counter, which is no problem whatsoever. I thought about it for drawing the map. So just taking your list of walls, create a hash, and if the hash is the same, then use the one that you processed earlier.
Yeah.
And draw that one instead.
I mean, we sort of do it with the animated ghosts, though, don't we? That's the UI is doing that.
Yeah. The UI is just going up and down each time on each iteration.
Yeah, the UI's that's not a problem with the UI. Whereas this one it's got to run through a series of animations.
Yeah.
I think there's 12 in the sequence.
But is this back to having events, though, isn't it? So if the game engine raised an event when we change state, then the UI could hook into that.
If the UI holds state.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is you need your UI has to be connected all the time.
Yeah.
So you can't just you can't have it behind like an API or anything else like that.
Yeah, technically at the moment we could have the UI.
Have a callback function.
Webhooks.
Message queue.
Yeah. The nice thing is at the moment, the UI could be displaying 2 games simultaneously, played by 2 different people, using the same UI engine.
Yeah.
Mm.
You don't have to create another, you don't have to create another instance of the UI to do it.
Yeah.
But it needs to know stuff like that.
Anyway, should we move to some ghosts?
Yeah.
Is everything we're doing working at the moment?
Yeah, everything's working fine. Yeah.
Put power pills on.
Oh, we're not gonna, no.
It's the ghost.
You bring up power pills. Did you put that as a easy issue?
I'm not sure it was. I don't think it'll be an easy one.
Oh, there's only some extra parts about it.
Let's use Sprite issue 24.
You should try that.
They're easy ones, hence I didn't PR them. They were too. They're one-liners almost.
The one above would be quite good to show the correct PacMan image. 25.
Use Sprite to render PacMan.
Yeah, that one's fine. That's in source again. PacMan UI. That's just in board renderer. Um, 64 of board renderer.
Why is it not letting me go too fast?
That'll be literally sprites, render sprite, X, Y, sprites, PacMan. Yeah, I've got that on there. What does it need? Direction. We've got direction, haven't we? Game.
Yeah.
PacMan dot.
Direction, yeah.
Direction.
And animation.
Animation and dying. What's animation? Oh, it's open a mouth.
Yeah. And we've got the other one, so we've got animation and game dot PacMan dot dying. If you put it on, if you ask for a dying sprite, that's where it starts doing its unraveling.
Okay.
So PacMan states, is it status?
Yeah, status.
State
Equals alive. Oh, not dying. Status.
PacMan status.
Yeah, that's it. Status. Yeah.
Public.
Keeps missing. Yeah.
Public. Yeah, it's public.
It should be there.
Is equal to PacMan status. There it is. PacMan status dot. And
Dying. Yeah.
So that's what you've got there. So that goes up there. The rest of it's irrelevant.
Yeah, this can go.
Good
So
shit.
what about animation? What's that then? Is that just a counter?
We just need a counter. It's a counter from. Oh, it doesn't show us the. There's notes in there. It's 0 to 3.
Okay, so that's going to replace mouth size and mouth direction, isn't it? Then?
That's it.
Yeah.
Although his mouth doesn't move if he's not moving.
I can't type.
They can just do a +1 and then mod.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Need an underscore as well.
Does the mod occur before the plus?
Let's put some brackets in just to ensure it does.
Right, and the rest of it.
Forget this.
Yeah, I can all go.
We
We've got a curl missing. There you go.
right.
That'll work. Apart from his mouth, probably very fast because it's going to
We
be.
missed a card here.
It's going to be on redraw, isn't it? Which is 40 FPS, I think we set it at.
You want
Oh,
another
I
counter?
didn't even build it. That helped.
Okay.
Oh yeah, super speedy PacMan. It feels to run a lot slower than the PacMan there.
It's drawing a funny sprite underneath, is it? What was it? I'm not sure. No, it wasn't. I think it's just the way it's sharing it.
It seems to be bouncing a bit though.
Highly bounce. Let's just have a look at the map.
I think. Oh yeah, when he's going left, he bounces. Left bounces, right.
Oh,
Left and up bounces.
The sprites aren't aligned. Put it in as a thingy. I'll sort that. Man,
do you want to slow down the animation?
Yeah. Well, we could just do to say.
So when he's going, he bounces.
Can we do like mod 9?
All right, I see what it is. It's because I flipped them, and I've realised when it draws the closed mouth, it always uses the same sprite for the closed mouth, so it doesn't actually animate in each direction. It goes animation 1, animation 2, closed mouth, animation 3, sort of like that.
He's not supposed to keep his mouth open. He just stands still, isn't he? So animation.
Oh, what's him when he's dead, you mean?
Yeah, just stay still.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mod 12 was his. Yeah, if you want.
Well, if you wanted to move that slower, yeah, you could do a mod 12, then take away. What's this?
Are you going to do that?
Yeah, we could do a mod 31, 15. It's going to be. Oh, it's not mod 3. It's mod 4. Just thought. Yeah, that would work a bit better. It's 0, 1, 2, or 3. I can't say only Kev will see that properly. Is he doing full mouth opens but just very fast?
Is he doing a full mouth open?
Is he doing it? Is he properly chomping? Because we don't because obviously it doesn't render quite the same over Zoom.
Yeah, it looks like he's properly chomping.
It's very fast.
Do we just want a second variable then? Is that the easiest way? Which tells us when to update the animation variable.
Yeah.
If I don't know how often, but
You have to put it outside of that because otherwise you're going to do the add without doing the.
do it.
Right.
Yeah, and then we just set that back.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right number to use, but
It'll do.
Let's run it. Well, that's slower. Doesn't seem as.
Is it slow enough?
I think it's probably. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I think it's slow enough.
And then at that point, there you go. It's got part of the animation, so it needs resetting to 0 at that point.
oh, when he's not alive.
Yeah, it's got to count to 12. whilst it's respawning.
So
you could probably put the animation delay outside of that hole if,
okay.
because it'll apply to both. Because I reckon if it goes through all 12, it'll be too fast.
So this is going to be mod 13 then, is it? Or do we just do 0?
It doesn't want to loop.
Oh, okay.
Just moving the whole thing. Oh, where's the reformatting? Want that one on there. Want that there. And,
I hope it looks better on your screen than it does on mine.
doesn't reformat.
I should try to reformat. Oh, wait, I'll just.
Can you reformat it?
Save without formatting. Format document. There you go. These aren't supposed to be here, right?
Yeah, that should be. That one should be out there. That should be there. That should be there. That should be there. That should be there.
Oh, we're missing a bracket then.
There you go. That's better.
All right, we're missing a bracket there.
Got an extra one there.
No, I think we're missing a bracket. Well, yeah. Okay, that works. Yeah.
So now both halves of the if statement doing the same thing, aren't they?
We need another one. That one should be in there. That's what it should be. Yeah. Where have we got the?
Something's. I think you've got too many brackets or not enough brackets. You've got too many brackets here. Enough.
Render go. Oh, sorry, it's that one. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's because render goes pushed in. It just looked like it was reformatted again. That's better.
So presumably we need to do something in here, though.
In there, yeah, we've got to go from 0 to 12, or 0 to 11.
And that's this animation, is it?
Yeah, just thought that needs to go. That needs to come out. That needs to go there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
just format for me, please.
It's quite funny.
Just format. That's better. So do I dare take that line out? Yeah.
So this is where we now got the problem, though, because this is where we need to know about the state change.
We need to know at which point it died, so we can set it to 0.
Yeah.
Unless we hold the state.
The last state of the PacMan, you could do.
You could hold it.
Because then you could just say, was he alive and then started dying, or is he just dying constantly?
Yeah.
So if you keep the state around there, you know.
Just now,
I think that's fine to know that, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's just now we're just putting this transition in code in 3 places, aren't we? But yeah.
Yeah. That's why we could do with that time to leave changing state exposed. And we could just use that. Don't know.
Should we park this one for the moment and move on back to Ghost? Because we got sidetracked again. So.
You can sort of shrivel for a bit and just.
Yeah. What's it look like? Let me just run it in a moment and see what it looks like.
It'll still work.
You'll just look odd when he dies.
Yeah.
You might turn my light on.
He'll just keep eating when he's dead for the moment. Which we could just remove the other half of the if statement. That would.
Yeah, just keep eating when he's dead. Yeah. That's all right.
Yeah, we'll leave it as it is for the moment. Yeah.
Let me just commit that. Using
Jumpy sprite. PacMan. Bouncy sprite.
So I think we should be able to the Ghost that looks 4 positions ahead of PacMan. That should be an easy one to do, shouldn't it?
Yeah. So I think we just need to do the direction too, and then we just plumb it in, right?
Yeah.
I reckon that's hard.
We just need to do a test first, I guess. It'll probably take long to write the test, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, you writing test?
Yeah, can do. It's where is the test? Is it a ghost test or?
Yeah, big ghost.
Direct. Oh no, it's a direct chase to PacMan strategy test. It'd be similar to that, won't it?
Yeah, these are the ones what was there before.
Oh, they're the old ones, are they?
I think, yeah, but I think now they've got the new ones at the bottom.
Yes.
But you probably this file needs renaming to chasing or something. I don't know. These are all on their own anyway, so I didn't rename this. I'll change it.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll copy that final test for the second, and then we can change it. So. So it needs to predict. So it's C PacMan, isn't it, in here?
Mm-hmm.
So if PacMan was, yeah, just trying to think how I'm going to do this.
Let me look at the cell that it's aiming for. Is that exposed?
The cell.
The target location that it's aiming for at any particular time.
Oh, you mean just test it at quite a low level?
Ghost, or just test the rule? Because we know the rules run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be easier than trying to come up with a scenario.
So if we put PacMan on the board and a ghost on the board, can we check to see that the target position is 4 spaces in front of PacMan?
Yeah, we could test it that detail.
Yeah, so all we need to do is we just pull out its.
Well, either test the strategy, in which case just supply the strategy with a PacMan position.
Yeah.
But the problem is PacMan moves, doesn't he? Well, the test from the board would actually make the actual those move to the right location.
Yeah. We don't need a board, I don't think.
No, but I'm just so basically we're going to test its
It's hung again.
right there. Yeah, so we'd have a new. So instead of direct to PacMan location, it's direct to expected PacMan location.
What are we going to do? We should turn towards the expected PacMan direction.
Oh, aren't we just testing that it's
testing what it's targeting? It should be
yes.
testing what it's targeting because we know it turns. If the target's right, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Kevin just disconnected?
I'm just going to grab a drink whilst he's disconnected.
Hi, Ian.
Oh, are you back again? Right.
No, internet just keeps dropping every single night. So look at this. You're still connected to my live session there.
Yeah.
So I think it's just Zoom which just keeps dropping because the live share seems to just continue working, which is bad.
So what do we have in?
Did we say we're just going to test it at the actual?
Yeah.
The direct to thing.
Oh, right. In that case, all we need to do is even easier. We don't actually need any of this because this.
We don't need walls or anything.
No, we just need.
The decision? We're testing the.
Because all we have is oops. Oh, we know that. No, don't know.
That just gives you back the direction, isn't it? Where you're going to.
Oh, is it just the? Oh, does it only
Like
give you direction?
Yeah, that only gives you direction. So you
Ah.
say, "Give me the direction where I need to go next to this," because we only reevaluate the direction at junctions at walls. Well, at junctions, not even walls.
No, it returns to cell location.
Oh, I thought.
This one returns to cell location. So what we can do is we can pass in, presumably it takes PacMan. Yeah, it takes in PacMan. So we need a new PacMan.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. Yeah. So we have a new PacMan.
I thought this took in game, isn't it?
What is it? A strat?
Yeah, it's just going to inherit. It's just going to implement that interface.
What was the
this direct? Yeah, it takes in a game and brings like a cell location.
Yeah.
Direct to location.
We have we just have to create a game, don't we, with a PacMan?
Yeah.
On it.
Get next direct to next strategy. So the strategy is the one where it says, "Go get me all the moves." Oh, am I in a position to see if I'm going to the right to change direction? Yeah.
Yeah. So it takes in a game. Yeah.
Go get me the location where I'm going to move next. Oh, and the location is just the cell location.
Yeah.
It used to be a direction, didn't it?
Yeah. So we do actually need all that then, right?
Yeah.
But we don't need any ghosts.
No.
And we don't need any walls.
That's where we were now, because
Yeah.
where were we on ghosts?
Oh, on direct. Yeah, we're in a misnamed file at the moment, but yeah.
Don't need any walls.
Yep. So yeah, so we do all that in order just to give us a game. So then we pass the game into. No, we don't. Into here we do. Oh, I have to keep this. Was it get location or something?
Yeah.
Takes in the game. And then that's going to return
the new cell.
Yeah, target location.
And then you want to see that the target location is direct to expected PacMan. Yeah.
Yes, that's
I thought we were doing direct to PacMan because we've already done that, haven't we?
Yeah. So he's going right, so that'd be +4, so 8.1, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't need that.
Yeah, that's it then. So we just need the direct to PacMan location.
Yeah. Okay.
Where's this class where you got here?
We need to create that.
Oh, right. Okay. Got you.
So that's going to inherit from my director location.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to implement this.
Yeah, sure.
Just got to return a location, don't you?
Yeah.
Return the location, but for in front of him.
Yes.
Are you returning it now? Or are you testing it failing first?
Did we test it? Oh, we didn't even. That's a good point. We didn't even do that then. Test it failing. And ahead of myself.
Yeah, sometimes it's easier just to write it right first time. I literally have no confidence in writing something first next time. Got what it was. That's all right.
Yeah.
Well, that bit
so,
well, game.pacman add. This is the one which does it in a new location.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can we just keep plus direction to him?
Game.pacman.
Yeah, you can go.
Copy that 4 times. Yeah. There you go, and it'll work first time.
That is pretty neat. That is actually quite nice, actually.
It's easy though, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like when we started talking about it, it's like that's so easy to do. Now we've got code that does it.
Oh, let's that into a template.
What were the other two? So Blinky to PacMan square, Pinky to 4 moves in front of PacMan. Right, Inky. So
we plumb that one into actual Ghost itself. So,
So that's just in the game loader, isn't it? Game settings loader.
Just commit that first. What's this one called? Direct.
Expected PacMan location.
Yeah. And there we go, plumb it into the.
Yeah, I think it's game setting loader, isn't it?
This is Pinky.
Pinky, yeah.
I can't see which bracket's which. No brackets.
We'll swap that method. That's yeah.
Yeah.
That one, yeah.
Here's the direct to expected PacMan location.
There it is.
Ooh.
I'll do Inky then.
And then what was Inky's one?
Inky takes 2 squares in front of PacMan, then takes a vector from Blinky and extends that vector from Blinky.
Which means?
So, let's see. So if PacMan's there and Blinky's there, you go 2 squares in front of PacMan, so that gets a vector from there. So then double that vector, so that's the square that he's targeting there.
Oh, I see. So he's heading away from.
Well, no, he does. If Blinky's miles away, then he goes even further away. If Blinky's close, then he's
okay.
He's
So basically, he's trying to put Blinky halfway between him and PacMan, I guess.
He's trying to go the other side of. As Blinky's coming in this way, he's trying to go to the other side of him.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of the other side of. So Blinky's.
Oh, so PacMan's in the middle, right? Sorry.
He's trying to keep PacMan in between them.
Yes. Okay. Got you.
And as Blinky gets closer, he gets closer from the other side as well. So right test for that.
It shouldn't. Yeah, we should be able to do that, shouldn't we? So. Yeah. So we need to copy that previous test.
Inky test, really.
Yeah, we'll call it an Inky test for the moment because I don't think we'd come up with a better name.
Call it.
Well, it's to position Inky.
Should be able to cut off PacMan, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
It should be able to target Inky. This just should be able to target Inky, really.
Okay.
That's all it's doing.
Yeah.
Right. So you need a Blinky on the board.
Yeah.
Blinky. Not there.
Is that name?
No. We want that in the other test.
Oh. Sorry. Yeah. I just put that whole line in one place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's funny because when you can't see where you've got it, you don't see where you went to get that line.
Yeah.
Right, so if we leave him at 1, 2, that's fine. He should be going to, so let's just think about this. So if he's at 1, 2.
We've got, yes, we've got Blinky's at 1, 2. At the moment, PacMan's going to end up at 5, 1, 6, 1.
We're not going to do a tick.
No, is it where he's going to be in 2 positions?
We don't do a tick, so it doesn't matter.
I thought you said it's where he's going to be in 2.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah. So PacMan will be
moved. The PacMan is at 4. It's going to be at Pac 6, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should put some. That's what I was going to do.
Yeah. So then, yeah. So then the difference is 5, 1.
5, comma, -1.
Okay. Yep.
I guess that's in the wrong place. 5, comma, -1.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So target vector.
Yeah.
Vector should be 10, comma, -2. At which point, Blinky plus, we've got Blinky plus vector will be 11, 0.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right, isn't it? 1, 2.
Yeah.
Well, where do we get this from? So 10 comes from 6 plus 5. No.
Right, so we've got Blinky at 1, 2. PacMan plus 2 moves will be at 6, 1.
Mm-hmm.
Difference between Blinky and PacMan is is x5, y -1. So the target vector is the difference times 2.
Oh, okay, yeah.
-2.
Makes sense.
Add that to Blinky, so it should be targeting 11, 0.
So we're going to call it intercept. Oh no, that's the wrong strategy. I've done that in the wrong place, mate. Oh no, and I can't undo.
I was just putting that in Blinky target.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
What we're going to call the strategy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's a intercept.
Should we call it intercept? So should be able to intercept PacMan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you think we should pass in the actual ghost names to do this? So we can say it intercepts with Blinky. And then we can say get location. And then we actually know that's the ghost, what we're actually telling it to do.
Yeah.
In the constructor. Okay.
So in the constructor there.
Yeah, so the ghost name here, it doesn't need to be like Blinky explicitly. It can just be like ghost.
Yeah, because otherwise you're really coupling the
that can just be ghost one.
so
yeah, totally agree. Yeah.
You're really coupling the intercept code to an actual ghost.
Yeah.
A secondary ghost, which the way it's all been coded doesn't really do that, does it? Yeah, so we just need to do intercept.
Yeah, let's create this thing.
So we leave the notes in the test.
I'm going to copy them into the thing, into my implementation. Passes. What?
No, there's an error on the inset PacMan location because it
Maybe
Oh,
added to the constructor.
Yeah.
So PacMan location, and it needs a. Does it need a ghost name or a ghost
Just ghost name. Yeah.
String.
Yeah, string.
Or should it be? Should we pass in the enum?
It's not an enum. It's just a class of
No,
static
it's a
string.
constant, isn't it? Constant. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Got you. All right.
Yeah. Let's save it. Yeah, so that fails. It's not implemented. So I'm just going to copy and paste this so I know what I'm doing. So we have to get the ghost position. Well, we have to go in front of the PacMan twice. So let's go get PacMan first.
Get the location from the PacMan. You haven't got a cell. You'll have to create a cell location first.
Yeah, we really should change X and Y to be a cell location.
PacMan add PacMan direction twice.
Yep.
And then we get the difference between them both.
I'd just get a different X and a different Y. Probably the easiest way, isn't it? An XD and a YD.
Yeah. Because subtracting a cell location for cell location doesn't really make sense because you don't get a cell location back, do you?
Minus ghost. You need a ghost, don't you?
Yes.
Which ghost is, yeah.
Yeah, get that first. Game dot.
What happens if there's no ghost with this name? Like when we pause the game because it's not going to be there.
We'll
blow up at the moment. So.
Well, would the ghost be moving? The ghost won't be moving then, though, will
they? So you might get away with that one.
Yeah, but we won't be able to access it because it's not going to be in this list.
Yeah, but it won't call this code. It
won't call the code because the ghosts don't move.
Yeah, okay.
It's a bit fortunate that. I don't know whether that's good practice.
It's never going to happen. That's the point of writing the code. So the difference times 3 is the
multiply them and then do return a new cell.
Well, we just multiply the X vector. X times 2. Then
we just want to return the new cell, don't we? Ghost plus. That's it.
Yep.
Quite easy, really.
Yeah. Once you've done all the plumbing and the infrastructure and everything, yeah.
So no, even that's not too hard in assembler either. Thinking about it.
Yeah.
It all seems a little bit harder than it actually is.
Yes. I think we had a session like 3 or 4 ago, didn't we, where everything sort of blew off a bit and seemed a lot of work. But
yeah, we didn't make a lot of progress.
yeah.
What?
You've just moved it, haven't you? So we're
Where did it go to?
PacMan location.
Is it?
Yeah, it should be fine. Should be able to find
Did you
it.
save it?
Save it.
Oh yeah, there you go. Right, just catching up with yourself, I think. There you go. Yeah, that's.
Do the last one. Oh, do you want to plumb it in first, or
Yeah, let's put it in first, and then.
then we'll do the last one? Just have it open.
Put it in. Oh, you're in Ghost Movement file. Where's like that? This is Inky, wasn't it?
Yes.
And
Intercept.
it's Intercept with Pinky, is it? Is it?
Blinky.
Okay. Cool. That's committed. So then the last one.
Last test. Which
What does Clyde do?
Clyde does what Blinky does until he's within 8 squares.
And then
Does scatter.
so we probably want 2 tests.
Yeah, one within 8 squares and one within.
Yeah.
Is that him actually in a certain?
I'm thinking.
So what? So say that again. What does he do?
If he's outside of 8 squares, he does direct to PacMan.
Yeah.
If he's within 8 squares, he does direct to his home location. His scatter location, I should say.
Okay, that's
Straightforward.
not too bad actually, is it?
Because we know it's scatter location anyway.
Yeah.
We
So,
could just call it. Yeah, we should be able to just call the things what we've got.
but that would be within that code, won't it?
Yeah. So you just have a target one.
Yeah.
Was
So what should we call the
Yes.
switchable? Moves
Switchable
towards,
target.
but not exactly to.
It's close. It's a close strategy, isn't it? Stays close strategy.
Yeah. Stays.
Social distances from PacMan.
Yes.
Because that's what he's doing, really.
Yeah.
He's almost running up to him, and then running away.
Okay. So,
So the tester should be able to stay close to PacMan while outside of 8 cells, isn't it?
yeah. So in which case for that one it's 4-1.
It might be better to be. The test is, copy it again. I think I've got some better test names.
Okay, let me just fix this bit first.
You haven't copied it yet.
No, I was just fixing the other pop.
So I want to go for Stay close to PacMan. Moves towards him while outside of 8 stealths, and then stay close to PacMan. Stay close to PacMan. Runs away while inside.
So runs away is just going to his home location.
Yeah.
Well, not home location, is scatter location.
Scatters. That would be better because that's what we call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, this we need a ghost as well. I don't know if we actually need it on there. We just need a ghost. Oh, this is so messed up. Right, we definitely need a ghost. Put it in metal layers. That needs to be passed in its constructor.
The ghost
wouldn't be passed in the constructor though, will it?
Yeah, that's what we did in the. If you look at direct to scatter, ghost scatter target one.
Ghost.
Direct to ghost scatter target.
Scatter target, yeah. So that takes.
What do we do there?
That's past the ghost in the constructor because it needs to know its home or its scatter target.
Well, this is a bit different, isn't it? So this one's created it for runtime on the ghost. So in our ghost object, we actually tell it to go scatter.
This one is going to need to know the ghost location during the move.
Yeah, so this one.
Oh, actually, no. I know what you do. No, we just pass in here, so we don't need that. Instead, we have.
All right. Yeah.
Where are you writing? Oh.
I don't know where it's going to be at the moment, but we want to pass that in, don't we? Instead, when we create it.
When we create it, but we create it with. Yeah. So
so what have the scatter locations for the rest of the PacMans?
Ghosts.
Ghosts, sorry.
Yeah.
When do they get used?
In scatter mode.
Yeah.
So when are they in scatter mode?
After when they first start for 7 seconds, then they go into their strategy mode.
Okay.
So they should all start in scatter mode.
Because this isn't a true scatter mode, is it? Because he's not changing color or anything like that. He's just heading in that direction.
Just headers in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't change color whilst in scatter. Scatter's just a mode they stay in so that you can run around a bit.
Okay.
But
yeah, I think this is okay then. I think this is.
That's okay. The only thing is get location. At that point there, we're going to need to know what it needs to know, how close it is.
It's going to know that, isn't it? Because it knows.
Yeah, but the game, you've got the game saying it can work out how close it is from PacMan.
We don't know which.
What I'm thinking is it better to actually pass the scatter target in, or is it better to just pass in the ghosts which you want to take the scatter target?
I think we need to pass the ghost name in.
Yeah, we do, because we need to find out where the ghost currently is.
We don't know where it is.
Yeah. Yes, it is ghost name.
Yeah.
So we'll need a ghost on the board.
Yeah, we just take that one from above. Okay. And okay, so when he's in, which test is this? Stays close to PacMan when he's outside of 8 cells. So
that's outside of 8 cells now.
Yes, this one stays close to PacMan when he's inside of 8 cells. So
yeah,
this is one where he's going to be heading back to 1, 2 then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
They go right. So should we...
14.
Yeah.
So let's go create them.
Oh, hang on, that's not going to fail, is it? We probably wanted to pick a different strategy. Because that's going to pass at the moment.
That one is, yeah. Can you just do ghost moves right? Oh no.
Yeah.
Which is this one? Sorry.
One of those tests is going to pass. The first one's going to pass at the moment.
Why?
Because it's going to use the direct to PacMan location strategy anyway.
Oh, no, it's not, because we're not actually.
Oh, no, we're not.
Oh, no, we're not. No, of course we're not. No, sorry, no.
We're only using.
It just ignores that. We're not even testing that bit. We're
Yeah.
testing it from literally.
Yeah. Shame we can't pass null in outside person. Yeah.
Who stops us from passing a null in there?
Yeah.
Oh, you could just have a null strategy. You know, like you do a test, so you could just pass a null strategy, which is just for your test.
Why don't we pass
that's true. Yeah, let's do that. Let's create a null strategy then.
Which probably make a bit more sense first.
Yeah.
Because then you know that it's actually not being used for anything.
Yeah.
Because it's just so. Oh, I can return null.
We can return not implemented. Because it should never get called.
Yeah, but I feel like you should just return null. Because you can. Matches its name then.
Is it? Oh yeah, get an expression. Yeah. We need to stay close to PacMan, don't we?
Oh. Do that.
Failed now twice.
I do test. Yeah, so they're both of them failing tests now. So where's the test gone? So he stays close to. He goes into scatter when he's 8 cells away from him.
Yeah.
So we're just going to get. We need to get the ghost there.
Yeah.
Justification.
Try it.
Yeah, it's annoying the overload of cell location minus cell location, but it's not going to return the right number, is it?
Not going to turn the right number, no. You could just take. You could take square. You could use a square root on the cell on the overload, and then it does return the direction.
Yeah.
The actual distance.
Is this distance in both X and Y?
Yeah.
So if you just try kind of like literally just add them all together.
You could, yeah, you could subtract them if you want. It's just we've got a distance calculation already.
Okay, where's that?
But it's a real distance. I mean, it doesn't make a lot of difference.
It's an operator we created on cell location before.
If you did ghost,
What?
if you do ghost minus PacMan, I think that is a distance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'll have to take the square root of it, return the square root first.
Yep.
Otherwise, I'll tell you what, let's just do that. What's, is it math dot
SQRT or something, isn't it?
What's it doing? Math dot SQ.
RT.
Yeah, there it is. First time I type, it gives me a completely different set of IntelliSense. Yeah. That's that one.
I think that makes more sense anyway on that calculation.
So you square root it.
So
Yeah.
it's just Pythagoras now.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that means we can just do ghost
Minus
dot
PacMan.
location minus PacMan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I wonder if 8's still the correct number to use.
Can we put a cell location on PacMan?
Yeah. I think I might be doing that before the next session.
That's the rest of your evening, isn't it?
yeah. That's a few hours of its own, yeah. So if the distance is greater than 8, do we say?
Just do a return on a conditional return.
Yeah, I'll go into that in a second.
PacMan location.
Is that actually physically the PacMan location?
Yes. Yeah, because that's what Blinky does, yeah.
There is again. Trying to put that in a variable.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I don't like the refactoring thing in here is just weird because it's just done. It's selected like not the first letter, so.
I mean, it's not refactoring anyway because it only renamed one of them.
What?
So you're doing one at a time.
Yeah, I was gonna see if it actually is hitting that one, then do the next one. So that should make one pass.
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect. And then the other one is
to the ghost dot scatter location.
do we have a direct to scatter target? Ghost. Get location. Game.
We could do that for the first one,
Yes.
although it's a bit pointless because it's going to return the same thing.
Huh? Expected 1 but found 0. Expected 2 but found 0.
Scatter. Does scatter work? Direct goes to.
Oh, it takes the home of the ghost. Oh yeah, we're not set home. You're not set the home location of the ghost.
Yeah, we have on the
1,2, yeah.
Oh yeah, so that should say that goes into there. That goes into home location. Home gets set there.
What's it called? Intercept. What's the one we're just doing?
Ghosts.
Direct to.
That takes the ghost. That takes that. That literally just takes this. Oh no, scatter target is not home. No, this is different. So we're scattering him.
Oh, we've set the test up wrong, haven't we?
We have a scatter target.
Yes.
Which is looks like is it never set?
Yes,
oh no, it's set in this other constructor.
It's set in the public one as well.
It's set in the public one because it passes.
It's the penultimate.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's wrong in the test though. Yeah.
We're not passing it through.
We're doing top left. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So that should.
You just want to swap that with the second parameter.
It can be anywhere. It doesn't really matter, does it? Oh no, it's probably the same as the one that we're checking for. Really.
But then these should be probably something random.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
We know that not doing anything.
No, they shouldn't be random because that's his current position.
Yes.
Specifically.
Yeah, because they are valid to check distance on PacMan. Yeah. Or maybe we should just apparently make these random.
Maybe make them, or just make that 2, 3 or something.
Well, just something what's not the other thing, so we know they're checking the right thing. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So it should still fail now.
No, it passes. It should pass.
Did you change them both? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did you say we can use that? Do we have a direct home? Where's that thing gone?
Direct.
This one for the PacMan location.
It'd be direct to PacMan, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Direct chase to PacMan, right?
Direct to PacMan.
PacMan location. So
that must take
location. Yeah.
Game. Yeah.
And then that means this can be I can't refactor things. Let's do it manually. So I want them something to do the going to get the thing and then going to do the action on it. Oh, does that need game? Oh, that needs game to work out. Yeah. Okay.
We tidy up that if statement, yeah.
You just inline it.
Yeah, it probably should be an else as well, shouldn't it? Strictly speaking.
Well, that's else anyway, because it's the return.
I know, but it's not good practice, though, is it? I know it's the same, but
can you do it? I was going to say, can you do it just like that one?
Yeah. And just inline it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just do that. You know the brackets. I have a feeling they're going to complain about.
Yeah, you might. Yeah.
Is it
you might need to cast it.
No, because they should both be direct.
But it won't know, will it?
No, I don't think I'll understand which is which.
Go on, leave it. Change it back. Otherwise, it's tedious to have to cast them both. Do it that way.
There, let's try for the test.
Otherwise, there's more casts in there.
Passes. Let's just that stuff. Which is this one? Stay close, PacMan.
Do you want to move it into the right?
Yeah, it's in the wrong file.
Do you want to move it first?
Hey, it's moving files being okay this section.
Yeah, seems to be.
That's weird. Yeah.
I think it's since we've all been on Visual Studio Code, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe if you have everybody on the same thing, it works a bit better. Maybe that's the problem. We need to plumb it into the thing as well, don't we?
Yep.
The game loader.
Game settings loader.
And this takes in ghost name. Yeah, there's just ghost name too.
Yeah, you need to wrap it with direct to strategy.
This is self ghost, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. So that means if we run that, it should work.
Assuming they get out of the house, okay.
How do I get out of the house?
Oh my god.
Is it a bit harder now?
The wheels run into me.
So why don't they get out of the house? What's...
Why are they both chasing you? I think they do both chase you, don't they?
Which one should be? Is that the one that runs away if there's too close?
Yeah. You won't get out of the house, will they?
Is it if I go up here?
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing the right thing.
The other two that seem to be doing exactly the same thing, though, don't they?
What do they do though? Pinky. Pinky. 4 square moves in front of PacMan. Yeah, that's going to do that, isn't it? And Inky takes the 2 squares in front of PacMan and takes a vector from Pinky. Blinky. Yeah, it probably is.
Oh, no, they seem to be doing something different now. Maybe.
Pinky went up then, didn't he? Yeah, because Pinky would have been targeting for that bit of wall, which he wouldn't have got to by going down or something.
Yeah.
So did they have special code at the beginning to help them get out of the house?
Yeah, well, they come out after a specific amount of time.
Oh, well, they just appear outside.
Yeah,
where
Blinky's
Blinky is.
always outside. Blinky's always out.
Yeah.
Pinky starts inside but leaves immediately. Is Pinky always in the middle? No, Pinky's to the... Is that the right way around? Let me have a look. No, Pinky's in the middle. So we've got him in the wrong places at the moment.
Okay.
Pinky comes... doesn't come straight out because I've got it open at the moment. It certainly don't come straight out. No, Pinky comes out after a specific amount of time.
So this comes back to this game state again then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because that's nothing to do with PacMan.
No. All right, Pinky comes out. The instructions that I've got says that Blinky always starts outside. Pinky starts inside but immediately leaves, but he doesn't. Not according to the arcade game he doesn't. Inky leaves after 30 dots are eaten.
Okay.
And Clyde leaves after a third of the dots are eaten.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
so
like that could be next time's task then.
Yeah. There's a few more things that we're going to have to deal with things like the ghost, because the inside of that ghost house, they just bounce up and down until it's time to come out.
Yeah.
And like things like when they come out, they immediately turn. I think they turn left, and they can't turn on that strip outside the ghost house. They're not allowed to turn on it. So they can't come out of the ghost house, turn left, and go straight upwards. I don't think so. I think they have to sort of go all the way to one side.
All right. Okay.
So there's little markers on the board for where they can't do certain things.
Yeah, I think maybe we might need some kind of like move them states up onto the game.
Yeah.
And then to make the game call the PacMan to start off with is say, go do this. And the game controls the PacMan.
Yeah.
And then that'll give us a way to create some kind of evaluation like thing every single time. Like every time we run, we check certain conditions. And I think we could just pull that out into a fairly simple thing of what runs when where we go, the game object. So this bit here, like we have a few things, don't we? We have the last game state, the current game state.
Yeah.
Yep.
And what we could do is just say, if it's these two states, the previous and the current and next state, then this is what this is what can be applied.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a really complicated like state machine where we have loads of different like things happening which can transition the state.
Because we're going to change state of all the ghosts as well at specific time intervals.
Yeah, but them ones you can just call a method on ghost and just say.
Yeah. But again, part of the we could just literally have this like go to home or whatever it is. Yeah.
We have a strategy which is
swap
exit house or something. I don't know. Like we do with the scatter one. Well, we don't really use that anymore, but like we did with that one. So that one just says walk out a house, and then once it's walked out its house, it can
switch over.
It can switch over or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably the first thing we should work on next time round.
Yeah. I think so, because that's going to be key to a lot of stuff going forward.
Yeah, I think if we don't, we'll fight it over and over again as we do something new.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll fix up the cell location on PacMan before next time as well, because that's just a bit annoying.
Yeah, I've put a issue in to fix the bouncy PacMan as well.
You think the walls should be cell locations as well? Because at the moment they're XY tuples.
Can do. I think everything was though, weren't it? So literally the walls, the coins.
Yeah, maybe I'll do them all.
I don't. How do they interact? I have a list of them. Oh, so we have a list of collective coins. Where you get the diff of them.
We'll have to do, if you start doing that, you'll have to do some equality there, because otherwise you won't be able to check to see if the settings contains it. Or we'll have to change
Say struct, so it should
Yeah,
work.
it will. It will.
class. All right.
Yeah, that should be fine if you change that.
Yeah, the only annoying thing will be the tests, whether where we assign all the walls and test whether we have to put new cell location around it.
Yeah.
It's easy enough to find them though, because it's just all the tests that fail.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Cool. Yeah, I think I got pretty good.
Probably worth doing
that
and doing that outside of the session, just because of how messy it is.
Yeah. No, I'll just sit down and do that, because it'll be easier when it's not on a code share and things. So.
Yeah.
Is it useful, if you do that, is it useful to PR it and actually commit it? Because whilst that's in a limbo state, it's difficult to do any real bits.
Yes, we could do, couldn't we?
If you don't commit it, then all those other issues, if somebody picks up one of those issues, break half of them with your changes.
Yeah, just commit straight to master.
Yeah. Yeah, because no.
The thing is, we've got tests around most of the stuff anyway. So if you commit to master, it'll just break the build anyway. So it's, I don't think it's a big issue.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Did it cool down enough to go for a run? Excellent.
I'm going to bed.
Who needs sleep?
Cool.
Run just to compose yourself before you change cell location.
Yeah, that's what you're going to be doing until 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll catch you guys next time.
Yep. Okay. Great. Right. See you.
Catch you later.
Bye.